Hello, and welcome back to the SIRS podcast. It's a trio once again for this week, as Nightmare Seta is traveling for Mother's Day, which is wholesome. And our guest for this week is going to be Nitrodax. How's it going, man?
It's good. It's good. I just worked 44 hours last week, and I have to work another 40.
Nice. It sounds like out there making some moves. I can respect it. I work a good bit myself. So, Nitro, can you tell us a bit about yourself and what got you into League?
Yeah, I'm Nitrodax5, captain of RMC, pseudo captain of LLW the second half of last season, one-time ELU champion. Should have been two, but we don't talk about it. My sister actually played League, and then I saw her playing it, and I saw Timo and Shaco, and I thought those are pretty cool. I'm gonna download it and make my own account. And my sister offered me her account. I just said no, and I made my own. And I've been like playing on and off since season 3.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, we can talk about season 2 finals. Do you have tissues on standby though?
Uh, Listen, all I gotta say is that LLW took a super team to 5 games.
That is what happened. That was actually just a crazy series, if we're being honest. A lot of good play from both teams, but
They'll
we
never
can.
take away our perfect game.
That is true, and we can never take away their trophy. Um, do we really want to dive into this more, or
That's
do you
up to
want to talk?
you.
We could talk more about it later, I guess. We can reminisce about it. But for now, I'm actually gonna throw it over to Solomon Khan to truly get us into our questions for you, Nitro.
Sure. All right. So, who do you think? What team is going to finish at the top?
Okay, straight to the point. As somebody who manages the sheet and keeps it hidden for valuable information, aka I just got tired of updating player stats. I think the best record right now is GCC. I think they're 8-4, but I think GCA will give them a good challenge always. Because I think GCA just has like the much better mid laner between the two. But it wouldn't shock me if like either one of them made it, or like let's say TPP finally gel together, right, and win because they haven't really gelled with Sunny there. I would say effectively because I think TPP only beat Rev, and it's Sunny versus Donut. And who would you rather have on your team? I
Well,
think,
that was also Rev missing Spirit Tracks, which is a pretty integral part of that team.
yeah, I would agree as well. But I mean, kudos to them. You know, they handled business. And now I think TPP goes against GCA, and then we face off against them week 7. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how they like navigate this. As I know right now, the only teams at the bottom of the barrel for contention on like the win loss record is LLW and the Dream Team, and the Dream Team has head to head victory over LLW. So if they implement my idea of a play in game, then LLW would be the 7th seed, and Dream Team would be the 6th seed.
That would be what the Dream Team and LLW playing to play into the playoff, or
Yeah, like the
oh,
NBA does it.
I see.
Rematch of the century.
I agree.
So, are you saying
Hype.
GCC would be at the top?
I'd say it wouldn't shock me if it's a GC Grand Finals, both the Canyon, the Angels, and the Corsairs.
Well, that's exactly what Violet Cap said.
I mean, now I just want to prove it wrong, but
I mean, well,
no, I think
who's besides those two? Like, who's the? Isn't it you guys and like, are the closest behind them?
so. behind them, it's RMC, and then other teams have 4. Right, so Rev is 4-4, LOW is 4-6, Dream Team's 4-8, and TPP are 4-4. We're 5-6.
Is it still going off of total games, or
Game
is it?
record.
I thought we moved away from that when we stopped doing all 3 games.
I don't know. I was just if that's the case, then it's GCC 1 because they're 4-1.
Right.
That'd be pretty weird if we were going off matches played, considering we've moved away from playing more matches, which I think is a shame.
I mean, if it's off matches played, then it's kind of just like the LPL where it's not really so much as, I mean, it is games won, but it's more of like games lost, because if you're going to like 3 games, you're, I guess, having another L compared to teams that are just 2-0ing. But I don't know if we play enough games for it to really end up mattering.
I mean, it's not if we do a play-in for playoffs, is it even gonna records aren't gonna even matter? Like everything is just gonna be warm-ups to playoffs at that point. Like if everybody's gonna have have a shot at it, you know?
Yeah,
True.
but it's just better seeding.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I hope there's a play-in. I think it'd be cool. I obviously I say that with no bias, considering my team is sitting at the bottom of the leaderboards, but it's all good. We're coping.
Okay. You guys got this. Don't worry. You guys will win it. I am 100% sure.
Uh, well, I guess it'll depend on really who we end up getting as a sub. I guess that'd be the only thing. Because
I mean,
this weekend will be
yeah,
the last game I play in.
I was told that you had to unfortunately go for the season,
Yes. A
which is
bit
really
unfortunate.
unfortunate. LLW is just plagued with those problems where players just have to go in the middle of the season. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, a bit unforeseen. So it's really, I mean, I don't know, just cursed LLW, I guess.
Is my mic sounding better now?
No.
Still? All right, hold on just a second. Oh, what about now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was supposed to do after work. I forgot I needed to go buy a new headset. Uh, this really sucks. Please at me again if it is fucking up. When I finish talking, give it 2 seconds, and then for editing purposes, and then we'll continue from there.
All right, well, I guess we can go ahead and go into the next question, a little more lighthearted. Where'd you get the name Nitrodax from?
Uh, I really don't know to this day. I know how I made up Lore Snacks, like that name. That was just because I needed a name for like HotWheels.com, and it recommended Glore Snacks 87. So I just ran with Glore Snacks. And then,
What's there to do on HotWheels.com if you don't mind
oh
me
my
asking?
god, I needed it as an 11-year-old to play HotWheels.com because I was bored visiting my dad on the weekends, and so he lives in a place I call Fort Knox, right? Because my dad still lives with his parents. It's it's sad. We don't talk about it, but they don't have air conditioning except for their room and the room that my aunt used to live in. So the rest of the house is just cooled by a single fan in the living room. So, and I live in and it lives in Miami, and it easily gets 90 degrees like on a normal day. So they usually keep the house locked up as well because they're old people. They're kind of scared. So,
I think it's pretty standard for people to lock their homes.
but,
What?
but I mean like exceedingly amount, like having the wind, like hurricane shutters on
Oh,
and like closing them at night.
So HotWheels.com, Glor Snacks.
Yeah, pretty much. And they just kind of stuck. Like all my friends, like when I was younger, they all had these like nicknames and all that. I was just like, yeah, I'm Glor Snacks. Like one of my old best friends, he made his IGN like Cold Thoughts or something like that, like a real edgy name or something like that. I just remember thinking to myself, thank God I didn't go with something edgy. Can you imagine Weeaboo Slayer 67 playing an ELU?
Yes.
Yes.
It was as bad as Eris's name. What was it? XXX Shumpo
You mean what it is now?
69. No, they changed it to I think X Eris or something like that. I was not gonna say on the cast. XXX Shunpo 69.
Hey, he's just trying to represent his champ.
Sure.
Just trying to let everybody know.
He's not even the best Katarina in the server.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many Katarina mains are there.
Like,
Well, I'm just saying, like, I guess what are the odds that there so happens to be another Katarina main who's also better by a lot?
dude.
Yeah. Just wanted to ask about the name because we had a friend. His name was Nitrodax5 with Jal just being his
Yes.
initials, but just
I
curious
see
if
I'm
that's
an influence.
yeah, I was just curious, is that like a popular thing?
When's the last time you played with that guy?
2 years?
I've never
Yeah.
seen him.
Well,
Been a
2 years
while.
ago.
But I'm gonna go ahead and take it over here real quick. Nitrodex. I know that you do a little bit of coaching on site, or you coach a team. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? And also a little bonus question to that. Do you think that gives you a mental edge on these other teams in Elite?
Yeah, so I coach a gold team, and I pretty much just help them understand macro plays. I very
Mhm.
much style my coaching off of Storm when he was coaching in us in LLW, and Ruckus can attest to that.
His coaching never stops. It continues to this day.
Storm will give you constructive criticism whether you wanted it or not, and I think that that helped me understand the game better. Like, maybe it's not something I needed to hear at the moment, but it's like, okay, well, I can see why you're trying to help me here.
And not only that, he'll be like, "Well, actually, let's go back. Let's give it a look." Pulls up the clip, breaks down.
That,
Okay, this is game losing right here.
yeah, I've heard that so many times already that I just try to model that, but just like not include as much ego when I coach. Because Storm is allowed to have an ego because he's what, the third highest ranked member in ELU right now?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like around, probably he's like probably top 5 up there.
Well, yeah, we'll give him a conservative third highest.
Yeah. It's just conservative, but it's really helped me look at like problems that a lot of league players have because like I have met like so I have this really young AD carry, right? Whose username is Alun, right? And he's an
Yeah.
Aphelios one trick. But he plays other champions like very well. And I like that. Like he plays and performs very well and all that. Like he easily could be like plat 2, plat 1. Just like playing the game. My job is just to help him get there, right?
Yeah.
And I have a one of my friends, 90, who's Diamond 2 right now, and he's a Nico one trick, and he was a Zoe one trick, so we always used to make fun of him for playing that champion. I mean, it was also just like really enjoyable just to meet kind people, but I have dealt with surprisingly a lot of egos actually, and quite a few amount of scandals in like
Oh.
a month and a half.
Do you care to spill that here?
Yeah, would you
Sure,
spill the
yeah,
beans? Yeah.
yeah. One of my players decided that he was tired of playing in gold and decided to ask his Chinese friend to boost him to platinum. which, if you know other leagues, is a big no-no, right? Like a lot of other leagues have like very strict rules against being your main rank. So he decided to get himself boosted to platinum, and it's strange because he couldn't even make it like believable that he just like decided to play the game because he's an 80 carry player, and then all of a sudden he's playing Kha'Zix and Echo, and he's going like 25 kills, 1 death, and it's like, oh, okay, so like you're just being obvious with it. And he got kicked from my team, and I haven't had a stable roster since. But I have a pretty good cast right now. I just need a top laner because
Okay.
my top laner that I coached went from silver 1 to platinum 3. Because being a top lane player, I understand top lane a lot easier. And he's like, so what happens now? And I'm like, you can't be with us anymore because most leagues have a platform restriction if you have a gold team.
Right.
Let me interrupt real quick, but like, didn't you play ADC like season 1 of E League? Because I remember I was.
That's an interesting story.
ADC to top, and then now you went to mid. So like, what's the story, bro? Like, you're like a jack of all trades or
Ruques
something. Like, what's
cannot
going
play
on?
any other role or any other champion than Ord, and I figured
Whoa, whoa,
I'll
whoa,
take
whoa.
the hit.
That is not how that story went. You need to stop right now. Okay, let me give you the actual story of what happened. Nitrodax was supposed to be the starting top laner for LLW. I was drafted to be the sub, right? This was back when season 1, so there were 10 players. I was drafted to be top sub. Nitrodax no shows team meetings for 2 weeks. Clearly just a upstanding character in this league.
No, I was the
high
no.
integrity. Yes.
No, you guys had fried chicken. There's
No.
no way you're gonna say.
Listen,
oh my
you
God.
didn't show up to team meetings. Croc makes me starting top laner because we've already built synergy you and me. And so we get to game 2, season 1. We're playing TPP. Our bot lane gets absolutely ass blasted because it's TPP, right? Fried Chicken's mentals, it gets absolutely destroyed. Homeboy Nitro is sitting on the sidelines watching and says he'll play ADC, and we win the next 2 games, and Nitro was starting ADC from there. That is how that actually went down, Ting.
Okay, it could have ended a lot worse. We could have had Ruckus 80.
Are you being for real right now?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, Annie's looking real good on you, by the way.
Okay. No, I don't know why Seda typed that to me in Trash Talk. I don't. I had to go off on him if you all saw what happened in Trash Talk. For some reason, I was just mad that I had gotten camped again, and I just like, okay, well, like at this point, it just doesn't make me mad anymore. Like I don't get tilted from it. It's like, okay, this is just something I have to expect. So
Happens.
It does happen, They have to camp the best player. That's the mentality I work with, Definitely don't camp the weakest link.
And by the way, Nitro, I wasn't even playing Ornn at that point yet. It was strictly like Shin, Maokai, top.
Oh my God, that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
because Storm had no trust in you. Man, those early days, huh? When we would all argue with Croc about his positioning. We would call it a Croc assist, as he would steal the kill blatantly from us.
Yeah. Wouldn't know anything about that. Let's move on before Solomon Khan absolutely berates me for playing Pantheon last night.
That's what we call it, I guess. All right, I'll add that.
Hey,
it's called the Croc assist.
Croc assist, got it.
Was that a Croc build going Ravenous Hydra first instead of Gore Drinker?
That's nah. He doesn't get to that point.
It's pretty troll.
Oh man.
Hey, it's all love, Croc, if you're watching this.
It is. It was fun playing with you, but now I have to dumpster your team. I'm sorry. You just know how it is. But yeah, I mean, doesn't really help me advantage wise in the ELU because we don't practice, which really sucks because Vacant and Brick are always down to play, and then I coach now, so and I'm coaching for free. That's why they use me a lot, right? Because I told the owner of the org that I coach for that I don't want to be paid because he offered me payment already like 3 different times. And I'm like, I don't want to be paid. I haven't produced any results for you yet. Like, let me prove my results first, and then like I'll see if I can get paid or not.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a good ideology coming into that. And another question with the whole coaching ordeal: do you think that would benefit ELEAGUE if we had positions like that opening up, or like
Oh yeah, for
something
sure.
like a manager coaching? The only problem I see with that is like I don't think players would listen to a coach if they're below their rank. I think a
Well, I
lot of
mean,
egos would pop up around like that.
that's true. Yeah. So you have to get like high diamond coaches and all that. And even
Yeah,
then you'll have people who will argue with it. Like Soko is in another league with Storm, and I think their coach is like high something. I don't know. Like I don't know if they argue about it a lot, but it seems like it's like Storm is not the sole voice on that team that he was like that he is on LLW because it's nothing against Ruckus, but I know Storm is the communication for that team. You guys live and die by Stormblade.
Well, listen, when there are two new people trying to gel with the team, and there's one person not talking, and by the way, Shreese had COVID when we played against Dream Team, so he's not talking a lot anyways. So I'm trying to talk with him, but it's difficult because he's sick and he's trying to tough it out to play. And we don't get jungle attention anyways, and so there's not a whole
Yeah,
lot for me to communicate to Storm other than, oh, we got another wave shoved in because we're playing Sivir or whatever, or Jinx. So
that's the LLW experience. It's like you have to realize that the jungle will be always mid because that's their win con, right?
yeah,
And to be fair, Con has had great games this season, uh, but it's just very unfortunate on how they lost. What brings to my mind is the GCA series in week 3 about a month ago, where I think
Yeah.
Con was what 16-1, 16-2,
Yeah,
and
around there.
GCA just aced and ran it down. It's so unfortunate.
They'd even ace it. Like me and Storm are left alive, and they killed 3 people and just run down mid with Baron. We couldn't stop them.
I was
It's like
It was really sad to watch, but like I mean, that's just how the game is, you know? Like sometimes like the team I remember I was doing a scrim, I think it was 2 nights ago. Yeah, it was 2 nights ago where we were down how much gold? I had to substitute in for the scrim because my top laner disappeared for a week. And now he just told me that why he disappeared for a week and it's not even a decent reason, but I'm not gonna get mad. We were down 15k and we had 2 good team fights and we won the game. Mind you, our comp was really bad. We we should have not won this. Hold on, let me give you guys context. Let me send you the screenshot. It's gonna be in general
okay.
for you to see what happened because I had the my 90 coach for us and he just drafted Shyvana after we said Wukong is top or Wukong is jungle, and then he's just like, okay, we're gonna draft Shyvana here. So
Huh.
we won this game 15k down.
We'll edit this into the podcast so the viewers can keep up with what is going on here. Seraphine mid? How'd that go?
So the team that we were scrimming against decided to say that they had a Platinum 4 support main, or Platinum 4 mid main, and then the guy is revealed to be like Platinum 1 on the verge of Diamond. So my mid lane, like his mental was just like he was just shattered in lane. His mental was gone. But I mean, Shyvana is like such a weird champion right now. That
Yeah,
build is like meta for her. It's like so weird.
really.
Yeah,
Frostfire, Bork, Demonic Embrace.
Is it
for top, yeah.
is it just supposed to be kind of like all around where your E does decent damage, but you can still do decent damage auto attacking?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pretty much. It's like a split push, like you have some wave clear in your E still, but
Right.
like you can just also auto like 1v1 anyone you want. And that was gonna be a Titanic
Yeah.
because Shiv benefits so much from bonus HP.
I mean,
So, yeah. Go ahead.
uh, I was just gonna say it kind of feels like Bills might go a little bit more towards that kind of stuff when they do these changes for the resistances.
Yeah, the durability changes.
Yeah, I'm sure Shyvana probably will feel pretty good about it. She already has pretty high resistances with her alt passive.
Yeah, and you don't even need to slay the dragon. If your team can take the dragon, you get the bonus resistances.
It's true.
I mean, it's a really bad passive unless top lane, but jungling it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a good quality of life change. I played a lot of Shyvana when I main jungle back in the day.
Which day was that? Wriggler's Lantern?
No,
All the way
it was
back then.
probably like season 6 to like 10 main jungle, and then switched to top for Scuffed League. Actually,
I miss Scuff League, actually. It was so fun.
I like the production behind it. Honestly,
Yeah, it was it was a lot of fun playing in Scuff League. Like representing my state was a lot cooler idea to me than ELU, but like the ELU is also fun. I'm not gonna like say it isn't, but just the whole idea of like teams from certain like areas. Like, can you imagine if like collegiate did it, like a Scuff League?
yeah.
Well, I mean they basically do, but
I mean that's basically what that was.
I mean, the only thing about it was, I mean, we had people not in our state playing on our team. We just kind of got our friends to play.
Well, no one would show up. So like for the actual Alabama Inferno team, like the quote unquote day one starters never showed up for any sort of practices that I'm Asian tried to put together because he was kind of like our coach for that little experiment. So we're like, well, we don't have any players, and we know for a fact other people are doing this, so kind of just worked out. We won one game and lost another one, right?
Lost to like
Lost
the
two.
one of those
Lost two.
lost to one of those all diamond teams, and then we went against the Dreams team, that little
Where?
loser bracket thing. Took
Yeah.
L there.
Yep.
Sad.
We scrimmed a lot. It was a fun
We
experience.
were slapping in scrims
Scrim gods.
until some incidences.
Mom Ninja.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm Asian got berated by Mom Ninja in our team chat.
Straight slap me with the spoon, bro.
damn, I can't believe it.
You
She
you want
actually
you want
had
to
to
tell
use
what
a spoon.
happened, Asian?
They 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 thought I was doing some shady stuff and like trying to kick off the starters so like the other players can play. But like Ruckus said they didn't show up to any practices, so we just kind of put, the coach was put in first of all. I played, and then we had a Mudkip. He played for us for ADC actually, and that's where he played with him a little more together. And Mom Ninja basically told me I was doing some shady shit, and stopped that. So
We were just trying to play games.
yeah.
Honestly, game 1 of Alabama Inferno, I forgot who we played against, but that's where the legend of I'm Asian LOL's Thresh got started. That game was nuts.
I felt a little bad because they were like that team was like highest rank was like a gold player.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah, they were
Take
like gold,
take no
bronze,
pride in that.
silver.
Oh, yeah. You still made some crazy hooks though in between minions
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was a stomp, but felt good to start with a win.
Thresh game this season that was I'd say even more impressive than that.
Well, yeah.
I don't remember if it was like
I would
the
agree.
first series or second series, but had that one game.
It's all right. What team did you play at Nitro for Scuffed League?
Florida Tridents.
Oh,
Was that
yeah.
the name of it?
Ah.
With the 999 clan.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
where they were
Big.
located.
Oh my god,
Getting the
999
deets.
Firebeard. Oh my god.
Oh.
Was that the Varus guy?
Yeah, that was
Yep.
him.
Oh no. Oh.
I
Oh,
don't know
no.
what happened to him.
How is this
Well.
becoming our most scandalous episode yet?
Oh my god, it was so fun in Scuff League. Just the amount of trash talk that happened.
Well, you know what they say, you run that mouth, you get in trouble.
So true, so true.
Yeah. Now
I remember we did the tournament for to hype up the season. And it just never happened.
Yeah. That was honestly pretty sad because it was pretty. I mean, they got a lot of people in it. Like, that was a lot of people. And like I said, I found it from a Facebook ad. I was like, dang. I didn't know just anybody could get Facebook ads.
Scuff League was definitely like an experience. I think we can all agree on that. It was kind of my first introduction to competitive league. Well, amateur competitive league. I'll say I've had more fun in E-League though, honestly.
Yeah. I mean,
it's been fun meeting people.
Yeah, I would say the community is honestly the strongest selling point for E-League to me. I think the league is just filled with great people. So, go ahead, Solomon Khan.
I mean, I don't think there's really another league that does a draft like this. And that's, I think, probably my favorite part about it. I mean, there's like leagues where they just put random people together, but none where they like have a draft system like this. And I think that's a pretty good selling point for this league.
Oh, I actually have something earlier to mention because of Asian's question. I learned that this league is extremely liberal with its rules. ELU is.
Yeah.
I have looked at Scouted to play for other leagues for my team, and their rule pages are about 20 pages long.
Right.
And I'm like, so can we play?
The rules are more of a suggestion, and I have it on intel from a certain person that you are to police yourselves if your game is not streamed. Rules do not take priority in non-streamed games. How interesting is that, by the way?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's better to, instead of trying to compete with these some of the higher end professional ones. Like, I mean, Risen, how, I don't know, that one's so established now. I don't know if you could ever compete. So I think you should go for more of the laid back vibe.
Yeah, but the whole thing, with this one was that they were saying like, we want to be professional and we want to grow.
Wow.
Fuck the rules. I don't know. I mean, obviously the person I was talking with, I was just joking. By the way, Asia, I was joking with somebody about the rules and the LLW TDT match. Just trying to see how far I could go with it, stirring the pot a little bit, and you know, it amounted to nothing, which is good because I was just playing around. But like the total dismissiveness of it was kind of jarring to me.
Assuredly.
Assuredly. So moving on from this, Nitro, you care to spill the sauce on the death of the scuttle crabbers, or what's going on over there?
Ooh, I want to hear it.
Oh, yeah. I it's something I really don't want to say on stream because if they like hear it,
Oh, is it personal?
Was it
it's a
her?
little personal.
It was her,
Okay.
wasn't
It's
it?
a little bit of my ego being hurt as well, but it's also a little bit personal.
Okay, that's fine. I was just curious because this public platform for our guests, and I'm sure everybody that watches this was eagerly awaiting for Scuttle Crabbers to return, myself included, because the whole format of the SIRS is more like getting to know the players, right? And sharing common experiences with the community, whereas the Scuttle Crabbers was more of the professional breakdown of the series, the matches, who's popping off, what's going on, trends with teams, that kind of stuff. I really enjoyed like that technical aspect of the Scuttle Crabbers, and a little sad to hear that it may not be coming back. Honestly, Nitro.
It may, right? I may have to have a different guest depending on Mikey's schedule. Because I want to make sure Mikey will be there because we don't get enough Mikey in the league, to be honest.
It's true. How dare he get a job? It's unbelievable.
Man's living a full-time life. It's crazy. People just
Can't
be out
believe
there
it.
doing it.
I also am leaving next week, so it wouldn't even if I wanted to do it, I couldn't do it on Wednesday. So I maybe on Tuesday. Maybe I will drag Spirit and Mikey out of the grave. Just like drag them along.
Resurrect the Scuttle Crabbers for one last ride.
Yeah, for one last season.
Kind of need it because when the games aren't streamed, like kind of have no idea what happens in them.
Yeah,
Like,
no
Exactly.
I don't even know
stats,
who wins
no
or loses.
streams.
Like, I don't know who won or
Listen,
lost.
I stretched myself too thin because the thing that I coach for also has me coaching another team.
Well, isn't that why you were assigned like Solomon Khan and ISO? Are you just like hoarding the stat privilege, or what's going
Oh
on
no
there?
no no no! I mean, I Solomon Khan hasn't even typed in that chat. To be fair,
Nothing's typed in that chat.
the only person that's ever typed in that chat is ISO who asked me.
I actually like. I'm pretty sure I just recently got access to that channel. Like I don't remember seeing that channel before until like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Like, if you want to do it, go right ahead, Solomon Khan. You want to do all the post game screens for the past 7 weeks and get it
Yeah,
all updated, I will 100% give you it.
about that.
Well, it's too late now.
Well, it's updated to week 3. So we're on week 5. And the game tonight just got rescheduled completely.
Let's just say it like this: I'm gonna spare you, Solomon Khan. He's not gonna be able to do it.
I know. He
We
told me.
will. Okay. For the viewers, this will be elaborated on, and hopefully bonus podcast episode next week to kind of explain the situation for everybody that watches in a way that Solomon Khan is comfortable with at a further date. Is that reasonable?
Yeah.
Okay. There may be face cams. Maybe.
Oh.
I actually haven't broached this with the boys yet. I was thinking about it today at work, doing a little send off or turning of the page, if you will, and asking in discussions of the Discord for people to send in questions to a host of their choosing, and us going through ELU questions maybe, and might be face cams and no guests, to just be the four boys hopefully, and just shoot the shit and reflect a little bit. Got to check with everybody's schedules and stuff, but I was thinking maybe we do that this upcoming week.
Okay. I'm down for it. I am
But-
down to watch that.
I
per
thought we were
se.
having Mikey.
Yeah, that's on Monday though. I'm saying like a special bonus.
Oh,
Like,
Leap?
Oh, on
Uh,
top of that,
oops.
edit it out. Gotta give Zach some work, you know.
Yeah.
We
Hey,
didn't hit anything.
hey, Nightmare said, edit out the last minute.
Go ahead and say Zach.
Cheers.
Yeah, edit out
fuck,
anyway.
Fuck you, Zach. Edit this shit out too.
Can't wait for him to leave it in.
Fuck this shit. You guys can edit it yourselves, you motherfuckers. He was already on hunger strike from editing. Like he took 11 days to. I'm gonna stop. He's gonna hear all this shit.
How many
I'm great.
episodes down are we? This is
I'm-
looking like the Scuttle Crabbers.
I'm grateful for everything that you do, Nightmare Seta.
he's actually the only one who could edit them, so
Yeah.
Oh. So he's on the complete hostage mission now.
So episode 4 was completely a hot take, unedited, unfiltered, unabridged version of the SIRS. So luckily it turned out good. Shout out to Dream to Me. No,
Was it
Dream
not?
to Me.
Was
No,
Dream to Me?
Soko's was edited. So Nitrodax, to kind of get back on track here, kind of just going all over the place, which I'm here for. It's one of my favorite things about doing a podcast, honestly, is that the sky's the limit and we can kind of just talk about everything. But I did have like one more like ELU question. I did have one more ELU related question for you before getting to like a little more personal questions. But how are you enjoying being a full-time captain for season 3?
Really easy. It's extremely easy, actually. Like, if I have a problem, I just say, hey, can we do something about this? Yeah, man, of course. It's like,
That must be
okay.
cool.
That was easy. Like, if I have a problem with the game, I just, like, DM the other captain, and then that's it. It's solved. It's interesting because a lot of the league, like, almost every other league requires for you to go to a staff member as well as the other team captain, right? The only league that I know that doesn't do this is Styles, but I think Styles is actually a really good thing per se. That's a tangent for a little bit later, but there's like no staff involvement. You know, it's like me and the other captain make the rules of the game, and then it's like, okay, yeah, go ahead. So it's extremely easy.
So, what are you trying to keep away from staff members that's going on between you and other captains?
All I gotta say is week 7, watch out. You know, there may be a little bit of a Time Lord in the games
Huh.
when
Interesting.
we one for all zillion. Oops, I mean,
I mean, is there anything in the rules to stop that? I
probably.
don't think so.
Can we get a phone in for a rules official real quick to break it down for us?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Hello.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's gonna happen. Week 7. You heard it first here on the SIRS. Breaking all the fucking drama for you guys to ELU.
With no Scuttle Crabbers, how can we break the drama down? You know?
Yeah. I like that. I like Mikey's article, honestly. I think it's cool that somebody does something like that. And I mean, honestly just shout out the Mikey, and the other admins. They do a lot for this league. I appreciate them keeping it going. I didn't know how long E League would last, just based off Scuffed League. The fact that it's gone on for 3 seasons, and honestly, there's been an explosion of new members joining the Discord in the last couple of weeks. So it looks like there's might be a revival for season 4 and further team expansion. Hopefully, we get New York Mutants back, Wardens of the North. Like that fucking logo, I'm almost certain Violet Cap and Mom Ninja had to design that, uh, going off of intel that we got last week. But I think it's a shame that Wardens of the North, their icon is like
Uh,
just collecting dust right now.
I think they
I
had brought
agree.
that one.
They
with-
bought it. Oh,
Or no, I think Capes was the captain. I think they brought that one themselves.
oh. Well,
'Cause I remember
then I
them
guess
saying
it's
something like
fitting
that.
it's retired. I didn't know. I just assumed Violet Cap made it.
It was one of them. He did do a good bit of the other ones, so still fire.
Nitro, what do you think about like further team expansion for possible season 4 ELU?
I think that would be amazing, but I also know that that is not realistic because we already struggled with a huge player like drop from season 2 to 3, even though we were redrafting. And I wish it would go better, like I would advertise this into other leagues, but a problem with it is that you can't bring your 5 stack into it, which I'm not sure if we would ever allow, unless we like decide to make the league not so casual, right? Because there's no prize money, right? You're just playing for pride.
It's a Steam gift card, right? Was it free
That's
to connect to Steam?
kernels.
Oh,
It's only for kernels. Yeah.
true. That's
So
true.
only if you get kernels can you do it. But I mean, I would hope it does because this type of league style is fun. I just don't know how long I would be willing to play for it for me not to earn any money. Like I played in Styles, right? Joined the last week of the season, played all my games, and I grueled through a super long 8-team double like elimination bracket only to like win a prize of $3. It's like
Let's go. We take those.
I played 45 hours of League of Legends for $3. Let's go.
The things we do for this game. So, Nitro, when you're not playing League, I already have a bit of insider info on this, but for the people watching that aren't familiar with you, when you're not playing League, what's your go-to to relax? What are some other games you play?
I'm not playing anything
Really?
mostly. I mean, if I am
Coaching and running RMC just keep you that busy, plus with personal life?
coaching, coaching mostly because I have to ego death a lot of people, which really sucks. Like it's nothing against the player. It's like, yeah, man, I get it. You're older than me, but I'm like 2 entire ranks higher than you. So like, can you just listen to what I'm saying? I'm not saying this to make fun of you.
You do kind of come off like that though sometimes. I know you don't mean it, but you do come off that way sometimes.
No, I have that tone to my voice, but I am a very nice person.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I mean, you just get the bad end of it because you talk bad about me, and then I say things back, and then we kiss.
When I
We
talk
make
bad
up.
about you,
Let's not get
you
into
get
this now, huh?
okay. We can talk about it later. I feel like that's slanderous again from you, but that's fine. We'll move
Are
on.
you gonna sue me? Huh? Defamation lawsuit?
No, I'll just high road your ass though.
No, my only weakness, somebody taking the high road. But I mean, if I am playing other games, it's like games that I decide to like play every once in a while. Like I'll play Red Dead Online. I'll play my VR. Play BattleTech. Stream it for my girlfriend because she likes me watch. She likes watching me play it because she likes giant mechs kicking each other's asses. I mean, I do too. So
You big
other than
Gundam
that,
fan?
not really. I was never really big into anime actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
I have a really funny story. People are like, "Oh, so did you give any animes a try?" I'm like, "Yeah, I watched all of SAO. I gave that a shot. It was okay." Then I fell asleep during Attack on Titan, and then my Crunchyroll subscription like expired, and I stopped caring.
Oh my goodness, you would have just turned a page in Nightmare Setta's heart if he heard you say you watched all of Sword Art Online.
I I was new to anime, and the people are like, "This is the mainstream anime," and I'm like, "Okay,
He would have been your
cool."
best friend right now. He gets the dunce cap instead.
Yeah. There was one anime I liked though. I think it was called Parasite. That's just because I'm a fan of the art style.
Oh, I've seen that on Netflix. I haven't given it a look yet. Solomon Khan, you have any insider info on this one?
Yeah, Parasite's great.
It's
It's
great.
good.
I'll
Yep.
take it. 2 thumbs up from Solomon
Love it.
Khan. That's all I need. So you were really into the art style of it?
Oh yeah. I'm a huge aesthetics type of guy. That's how I kind of model my wardrobe actually.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
If I look fit and dripped, I know it's a good day. If I don't care, I'm wearing sweatpants. It's just how it is.
No, I
And
can get behind that.
you've seen me before. You know I seem like the type of guy that either like goes all out or just wears sweatpants to Walmart.
I've seen you before casting on the Twitch. Yes.
Yeah, well, we won't talk about those personal LOW nights, you know?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never met you in my life.
So true. Who are you?
So, Nitro, you big music man? What kind of music are you into?
Uh, Imagine Dragons, Death Rocks, uh, Brick and Mortar, and then the
Okay.
weird one, Tokyo's Revenge.
I guess I've kind of gotten into a habit of asking guests about their music because I like adding to my Spotify playlist. So I take musical recommendations.
I like Terrible Things by Brick and Mortar and Brighter Than the Sun.
Awesome. I'll have to give them a listen.
And Death Rock's new song, Hanging by a Thread, is really good because it's completely different from his entire style, and he rocks it.
That's cool. I like it when artists switch up their sound from time to time.
Right. So what was I saying earlier about other leagues? Yeah, this league is like really heavy on rules. I think I have a rule set from a league, right? And it's like if you're 5 minutes late, you lose all bans. I'm like, what?
I mean,
Oh, Soko was talking about that.
I, I,
It
I kind of like it better than the like if you have to put in a sub for your game, then you just have to forfeit the first game. I kind of like it better where it's like if you do that, you kind of just you lose a ban. Because I don't know, losing a whole
yeah,
game because of having to get a sub for unforeseen circumstances. When I mean, like how much scouting do you really lose? It's kind of like a lot.
yeah, sure. I I really think that E-League could have so much more potential. It's just that it's almost there, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, don't be surprised in case like I decide to like stop playing and just focus purely on coaching.
So, what do you think E League needs to do to improve then?
It has to determine what it's trying to be. Like, are we pure like for fun league where the rules are like whatever, like nobody, it doesn't really matter, or are we trying to go and just have ourselves like be a 6-team league most of the time, right? Where it's just for fun and we just all trash talk and have a good time? Or are we gonna go and try and like stake a competitive nature into the league, right? And try to take some territory there. Because those are two very different things. And I think the league is going towards the more casual, which there isn't a lot like that, which is good. So like it's a lot of free real estate for it, but there's a reason that's not really like that. You know, if you're gonna attract new people to play, a lot of players that want to enter a competitive mindset are looking for money, right? They're looking to prove this to their parents or their guardian that it's a worthwhile adventure for them. Right, I have a 16-year-old top laner who is the silver 1 to plat 3. He wants to go to scouting grounds and he wants to play professionally in the LCS, right? And he's not going to play ELU. He's going to play leagues that pay him money and get him recognition for these type of things, right? So it's just you have to find the right niche of it in an already like niche environment, right? Because the majority of league players don't know about the tournaments, right? If you know about 1 or 2 tournaments, you know like a good 5 or 6 just by proximity for it, because it's a very tight community for it, right? One of the leagues that I was going to send a team in for decided to make their own version of Worlds, where they would have different leagues send their top seeds and compete in a bracket style environment and all. I sent it to you in general, right? Where that's like iron, bronze, and silver amateur worlds, right? IBS. So
Oh, that's cool. That's right up my alley. Silver 1, let's go, baby.
I mean, yeah, like I have also thought about this as well. It's like, maybe some people in ELU want to take that next step but don't know how to. Like, I can help with that. You know? Like, hey,
You're the
you want
plug?
to I'm the plug. My team, my org owner is good friends with me and he is in every single tournament server that's known.
That's
And
cool.
even the ones that he doesn't know that I'm in to help him out. It's
That's
fun.
that's pretty interesting because I have to kind of agree with you. Like, I do enjoy like the competitive sense of league, and I mean, there's a good bit of competitiveness in ELU, but playing against like the same people all the time without like player growth is kind of. I'm still gonna play, hopefully, um, and I enjoy winning and trying to be the best I can be at uh best best version of myself as a player that I can be, but like a more competitive environment is also interesting to me. I don't know if I'd have the time for it because I honestly don't devote enough time to League as it is to improve as a player. Kind of sad, but it's just where I am with it. So stuff like that is interesting to me. I didn't. I mean, I guess I should have realized that there were bronze, silver, and gold leagues. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's actually the most popular type of league.
Well, I mean, statistically, the majority of league players are
Yeah.
around that rank, so it makes sense.
There's a couple of leagues actually that are like, and they have full like orgs dedicated to them. Like I played in competitive play, even on LLW. I told you, right? I would stream my other competitive games that I would play for, right?
Oh yeah, I remember your last coach. What a character.
Uh, he got permanently banned from the org. Uh,
He's kind of a really shitty person.
I don't think you ever found out what happened. So for context, I had this coach that told me I was a platinum nobody and that I wouldn't amount to anything playing this game because I didn't FF a 15-minute game and we won the game still. Because he said that he didn't teach us how to team fight yet. Uh it was really funny and I had showed all of LLW, and it just kind of became its own little inside joke, per se. And I knew he was like really bad at coaching because he wanted you to get 180 CS by 20 minutes, like no matter what. Like forsake trading, forsake alt, like helping your jungler and all that with vision, just purely farm. And it was a running joke in LLW games where I'd be like, guys, I don't have 180 farm. We lost.
Steph F.
It's just an FF angle. But Ruckus, so what happened to him was really interesting. I don't
Spill it.
know if I can say it because of the severity of the crime that happened.
No,
Either-
you're actually obligated to
Okay.
tell it all here, as long as it's not like too personal. But you have me intrigued.
It's believed that he was sending an underage female
Oh my god.
explicit pictures and receiving some back. Now, in my head canon, I 100% thought that he would ask for these explicit pictures for an hour of free coaching because he charged $20. Or he charged like $40 an hour for coaching. And he never hit like past Diamond 4 as a Pantheon 1 trick. So, yeah.
What a turn. Uh, can, can we cut? Just kidding. How did I know having you on would just like be like nothing but scandals?
I'm a scandalous gentleman. I attract all of them, even though I don't want. Do you want some?
Not particularly.
Does anybody here want a scandal?
Depends how juicy.
What about you, Asian?
For sure.
Okay, Asian wants a scandal. Quickly, Ruckus. Generate something. The SIRS podcast needs a little bit of drama.
I think you just spilled plenty of drama, but if and we've kind of already talked about SIRS podcast drama with our editing and our promptliness of getting videos out.
Sure.
And it kind of went over a little bit of a scuffle that Solomon Khan and I got into last night. What else is there? We're pretty like as co-hosts. I mean, we're the four of us are honestly good friends in real life. So like, there's not really anything that goes on between us. I mean, if there's anything, it's usually just momentary. An apology comes through, and then we just move on. But I'm pretty on point with saying that, I think, unless I'm missing something.
Oh my god, I can't believe I just saw the latest tweet from the ELU Twitter from Dream to Me #sponsored. I can't believe Dream to Me tweeted out that Ruckus called "I'm Asian LOL" a butthead and that his thresh stinks after losing to him. There you go. I've created some drama for you.
Asian, your response to these allegations?
Scandalous.
Scandalous. Ugh. Well, what can I say? I'm obviously pretty salty after LLW's loss to Dream Team. The cope hit in hard afterwards. I lost a lot of sleep, and it's just been tough. It's been very tough.
Hey.
It was definitely
Okay.
unexpected.
No, it was expected.
It was unexpected for a spectator.
That's true because Violet Cap. We had Violet Cap on earlier in the week. We haven't released the episode yet because actually Nightmare Seta finished the editing for that one last night. So good on him. Appreciate that, my boy. But he had LLW listed at 5 on his power rankings, and there was a collected gasp from all of us. Like, did you not see Dream Team like mop the floor with us?
It's so unexpected, right? It was
Yeah.
like when LLW was having a great season, like we were on a winning streak, and then we just like then we just lost against TKK.
Well, that honestly wasn't unexpected. Like that was actually first off, it was an excellent series played by them, but that was only like a 2 series, 3 series slump. This has been an all season thing for season 3 of LLW. So honestly, losing to Dream Team is not unexpected. Um, and honestly, Dream Team played really well. They finally just meshed together as a team, and they got some wins. And LLW is just in a really tough spot right now. So I can understand from like a spectator's point of view because no scuttle crabbers to keep people updated with how bad LLW has been, but for avid Twitch watchers, um, the writing was on the wall for that series.
So it's also interesting as well because LLW's only win is against TPP, right?
Even more interesting, we only got that win partly, in fact, because TPP forfeited game 1.
For
I
game 1 and
think,
didn't have Sunny.
yeah, I think TPP had a lot of issues getting Sunny on board, right? Because Sunny was not made his debut, I think, what, week 3 against Donut, and I was like, well,
He
it's
played
Sunny
against
Jungle.
Toad.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when
Uh,
they did their little jungle gap or whatever. I think when Sunny lost to Dragon.
oh. Yeah, this for some reason in this league you have junglers that always secure you dragon no matter what, like the Solomon Khans and the Sokos. And then you have people that will 50-50 the dragons.
Like the
What
Solomon
was that
Khans.
what was the playoff series where I think Jinx Rocket stole dragon like twice? And it's like one is great, but twice, like how can you let it happen again? You know?
Oh yeah, from Brick Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember who you were playing though.
It was really funny. I had a good laugh, you know? But I think a lot of things about ELU can be easily fixed. I hope this league continues for a good amount of time, even if I have to relegate myself to an observer, spectator, like caster role and just not play, which I'm perfectly okay with.
What? By the way, while we're on the subject, what is the official punishment for breaking the all chat rule? Is it just, hey, don't
I
do that again?
I don't know. I really wish I could tell you. I've
You just
never
get a
seen.
DM from mom, a
I
very
guess.
angrily worded DM with a wooden spoon.
Yeah, it's literally just a DM and it's a wooden spoon emoji. And then it's just a picture of her hand with holding the wooden spoon saying see you in 20 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I really like this place. I found a nice community home because I've run my own I've so the reason I also have a lot of casting experience is because I ran my own league
How'd that go?
basically by myself. Good. We had 4 successful seasons actually. But I was a lot more immature at that age, right? The ripe old age of 17 and 18 and 19. Basically, before I started working full time. Uh, it was a lot of fun, actually. Because I even had EU players playing in the games, right? And
Which
there
ones?
is EU players. Oh, you may not
Oh,
know.
I'm sorry. I misheard you. That's fine.
Yeah. Uh, it was really fun, actually. Like, I even got my own friend group to make a team and play in it. And it was extremely fun. But it just died because the entire team just decided to take a break, and we just never got back together.
Seems to
Would
be the
I
way that some of those leagues go.
would I do it again? Of course. It was the most fun I've ever had. But I wouldn't do it again while playing because there is a lot of a lot of memes that happened in that league. I remember one team never had a steady roster, and this is before I punished for having too many substitutes. So I think they ended the season with an official total of 24 players on their roster
Jesus.
because they couldn't play and they would just invite their friends to play some customs, and they completely lost. Like always, I think they won like 1-9 or something like that. Like they just never won at all. But I had a good time running that. I would 100% do it again. It was something like ELU, which is why I'm so like attached to that idea.
I mean, honestly, it's a great idea. It's like the big selling point for me is the community.
Like a lot of it was really fun. It was like everyone was having a good time. There was a lot of banter. And it was just genuinely a really fun environment. It all changed when I had to actually enforce a rule, though. I think that was like the death of it, pretty much. Because one of the players, like, I allowed all chatting, right? But I allowed like specific messages, like, don't do too crazy or something like that. Like, if you make an outplay, like, I'll allow like a smiley face or something like that. Like that's BM, but like that's not like horrible. And one of the players had said the N word
Oh my goodness.
in all
You,
chat.
you are just like the focal point of being around
Drama.
some
I just can't. I can't, man. I can't compete. Drama just runs to me and then attaches to me. But
so yeah.
he apparently knew his the other ADC because that was his friend. And
Still.
it's like, why would you even say that? He's like, oh, that's because that's just how I talk to him. And I'm like, cool. Don't do that live on stream.
What a
Uh,
what a wacky individual.
yeah, he was a little cuckoo crazy.
So, Nitro, we've been going on for a minute now, getting pretty close to wrapping things up here. But before we go, I was just curious if you had anything you wanted to ask us here on the SIRS podcast.
Of course, of course, of course. Ruckus.
Yeah.
Orange support?
Uh, I've asked for it. I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
I actually practiced a ton of it with I'm Asian. He's playing a lot of Senna, and I was farming with Ornn, and we had a good bit of success on it.
Hey, huge. Huge. This question is for Solomon Khan.
Okay.
Uh, All I gotta say is Brand Jungle win.
I think the better question is, when do I go back to jungle? Because it might be brand ADC now.
Maybe have to keep your eyes open this Sunday when we play, huh?
Maybe. I guess the answer to your question, maybe next season.
You got anything for Asian, Nitro?
Asian, keep doing you.
For sure, for sure, for sure. I appreciate it, Nitro. I appreciate it.
But don't ever trash talk me again, or else I'm gonna have to give you the Nightmare Seta treatment, please.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Is the Nightmare Seta treatment getting 2-1'd? Or
No.
what's
What I said in trash talk is the nightmare set of truth.
I don't know. He seems to be living rent free in your head now. So
No, it's not living rent free. It's living. It's anything. It's young Trendsetter living in my head rent free, with the support tanking my lane at 3 minutes 35 seconds. Ugh.
just gotta throw them wards down, buddy.
True. It's my bad.
Yeah, you're bad, B. You're bad, B.
Yes, my bad. Oh,
Nitro,
the new
it's
League skins just released.
Nitro, it's been a pleasure having you on. I know that you asked for this a couple of weeks ago, but it was kind of tough because we just scheduled Soko and we didn't want to have two RMC players back to back. So we wanted to give it a few weeks in between having both of you on. But it's been great talking with you, man.
It was amazing talking with you guys. I only wish Nightmare Seder was here so we could so this would have been the banter episode.
Oh my god, there would have been a ton of banter. It's it was the one timeline we didn't get.
I know he's avoiding me because of what I said to him. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. He can defend his honor on the next episode of the SIRS podcast. Spearheading the ELU mayhem and bringing you guys up close and personal deep dives with our guests with light hearts and extra sauce. We'll see y'all next time.